Perfect. Junior and your stupid friends, lunch is ready. Oh boy, yeah. Oh my god, finally, I'm so excited to eat. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Great. Finally, I'm so hungry. I could eat Cody. Please, yeah, please don't. Anyways, bone apple titty. What is this? It's snowflake soup. I made this because I knew you guys like to how much you guys like to catch snowflakes on your tongues. What? So basically, you just made us a bowl of hot water. Yeah, no bone apple titty. Stupid David, always ruining our lives. Why does he always have to do this? I don't know, dude. Yeah. But I guess we'll have to eat our stupid snowflake soup. What's that smell? Oh, yeah, what's going on? What? Oh, M1 and M2. Oh, hey, guys. Oh, hey. Hey. What's that? It's a snowflake soup. David made it for us. Gross. Oh, here you guys go. Now you guys can stand up. Yeah, I guess this could work. I really don't want to eat this, though. Let's just dig in. Hold on a minute. What? Who said that, dude? Look over there, guys. Wait, what? Wait. What the? Dude, who is that? Oh, I knew this day would have to come one day. I knew this day would come. Yeah, that over there is Master Oden. He's a yokai who makes people make people tell sad stories in order for soups to taste better. Why did they think that? I don't know. I saw it on TV. I don't know. I have no idea why. He just apparently has to make soups and stews taste way better, or and have more flavor. Apparently, the sadness gives it flavor. That's just weird. Master Oden. What a funny name, dude. Alright, Buster. What do you want? We were trying to eat our snowflake soup. It's not ready yet. You need to tell some sad stories in order for your soup to taste better. How many? At least 3 should be enough for this soup. So you want to hear a sad story? I have a perfect sad story. And it's the story of how I became gay. Cody, didn't you become gay because when we were little I showed you that Ken doll and you both fell in love? Yeah, but this happened before you showed me the Ken doll. Before I actually met all of you. You see, when I was little, when I was born inside an egg, just like any other penguin. But Dad and his but apparently Dad thought he could only deal with one kid, being Junior. So then, the sad thing is, I was put up for adoption before I even hatched, and I was born, and some family of Jewish penguins that ended up taking me in. So basically, yeah, it was great until they raised me, took care of me, gave me my glasses. It was great until that one fateful day. I don't know when it was. Yeah, it happened when I was like 5 or something. I forgot. Anyways, I remember it. Anyways, we were driving in our car. I didn't know they had cars in Antarctica. They do. Well, it's kind of a car. Anyways, there was a huge earthquake. So then apparently, we all got out safely, including me. And we had to leave. Well, actually, it wasn't really an earthquake. It was more like we swerved off the road. And then apparently, everyone got out safely, including me. And then apparently, my uncle was worried about my foster uncle was worried about his wallet. Wondering if he had it. And he asked me if I had it. And then I ended up not having it. And then what the family did to me next shattered my heart. My uncle told me that Uncle went, oh, like, Cody. And then my aunt went, you let us down, Cody. when one of my cousins said my uncle's wallet must have still been in the car. And then he went on to say, once you get my dad's wallet, you can be part of the family again. But I told him, it was on the edge of a cliff. The car was on the edge of a cliff, and then on the edge of a cliff. So then I said, but it's gonna fall. And my uncle said, you should have thought of that before you left my wallet. Go! So then I ended up going back to the car. I ended up going back to the car for my dad's wallet, for my uncle's wallet. And then I fell off. And then it fell off the cliff. And then when I got it, the thing fell off a cliff. And I ended up and I nearly hurt, and I kind of hurt my head. And I got my dad's wallet. I got my uncle's wallet. And then after that, it turns out, it wasn't even I didn't fall that far, okay? Actually, I didn't fall that far. Anyways, after that, I ended up giving my uncle back his wallet. And when I said to him, and then after that, I ran off. But before I ran off, I said one thing to my family. It was a mistake, okay? Sometimes things just happen. And then I ended up seeing this big frickin' boat. This big boat. And then I ended up heading up. And I ended up stowing away on it. And then I ended up here in America. And that's how it happened. And that's the story of how I came here. Wow, Cody. Oh my God. That's so... Wow, your family seems so cruel. They were cruel. Just that one time. Dude, that is so sad. Well, that was a really sad story. Two more to go. I'll tell a story next. This is actually a really sad one. You see, back during my parents' old house, before we moved into this one, we ended up having a big... we didn't have anything. Anyways, I had this little ball that I used to play with. I had this rubber ball I used to play with all the time. One day, I wanted to do a little prank. So I yelled out to my family, "Help, there's a wolf!" And it turns out there was no wolf. And I just laughed and laughed. And then 20 minutes later, I was like, "Oh, there's a wolf!" And of course there wasn't a wolf. And then apparently, one of my uncles said, "Hey, Junior's a lying little brat. We shouldn't listen to him." And then 2 hours later, an actual wolf came, and I said, "Help! Oh my God, actually help me! Oh my God, there's actually a wolf." And my uncle said, "No, we're not gonna listen to Junior. We lied to us the first 2 times." And then the wolf came close to me, took my ball, and ran off. I lost my favorite ball that day, and my family didn't believe me ever again. The end. I miss you. I miss my ball. Dude, that's so sad. Very, very sad. Junior, that story sounds like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's actually a true story that happened to me. That's what happened. One more story to go, and then you can finally eat. One more story to go, and you can finally enjoy your snowflake soup. Fine. We got one. I got one. What story are you gonna tell? Easy. The story of how we ended up going into the robbery business. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys used to rob banks. You see, our mom, we were actually pretty poor. Our mom ended up with a bad case of leukemia. We couldn't figure out how to make the money. So that's basically how we ended up going to the bank robbing business. At first we tried getting jobs. Nobody hired us. And then I suggested we do a bunch of random little jobs, like flipping burgers. I thought it was too greasy. I thought we could become sports team mascots. I thought it was too sweaty. We also tried becoming Boy Scouts and selling cookies door to door, but I actually thought that was too humiliating. Is this some sort of reference? Anyways, we ended up losing. Our mom ended up dying. But then we thought about, before we managed to get any money, we got arrested. But they let us off of a warning for our painful story. You know what happened to our mom. So that's why we both decided to quit the bank robbing business and decided to go to do something better. Charity. This is so we could avenge we could help. This is so we wouldn't have to. Oh, we would do nice things to the poor. We could do nice things for the poor. We ended up going to the soup. We ended up going to church. We went to soup. We worked in the soup kitchen. We gave to charity. And then before our mom died, she said, "We want you to live good because I want you to live good because I love you both. Take care of each other." And that's what happened. That was actually very sad. Yeah. You guys are so poor. Dude, that was so artful. Yeah, I think my heart just melted. Well, anyways, your soup is ready. So I'll be taking off. Bye, Master Oden. I'm still crying. Oh, Cody, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Andrew, why exactly are you weird? Well, that's a story for another time. But if you must know, my egg, the egg I was born in. I tried hatching out of it, and then apparently I ended up breaking. Apparently when I broke out, there was another layer of shell, and it kept breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking. I broke out of 9 layers that day. Yeah, and I guess that kind of messed up my head from all the cracking. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyways, let's enjoy the snowflake soup. Even though it's basically just a bowl of hot water that David put in the microwave. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. This better be worth it. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, bone apple titty!